First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Kill. 47.
Now Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there from McCaffrey. 58 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
On second down, it's Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Patterson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Kill.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Yep.
Throwing on first down, Patterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Small. Go.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Patterson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Patterson eluding the pressure right. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check. General West. Rush in. Hit it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake. Patterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Come on, fellas.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That's it, baby.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Jack with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On play action, Prescott will find his tight end. That's Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as time expires in the 1st half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the 2nd half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Here's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game, passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We see interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
There. Shit.
On 4th down, Patterson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Come on, set. 8 lead. Hey, 2. Get it.
To throw on second down, Patterson, and he rifles one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
2.
On third down, Patterson. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? Did you decline that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. DJ Chark, the intended target. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Ready, set.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Wahoo!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Leo!
Check, check, check.
On 4th down, Patterson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.